morning show.
A most pleasant morning going out to all out there. Belizeans, good morning. Everybody visiting, everybody living here in the country of Belize. What a beautiful morning, what a beautiful day. We welcome you to the Sugar City Morning Show for today, this lovely, beautiful Monday morning, folks. That's right, it's a wonderful day. And today is the 12th day of February 2018. As we're here today, 2 days away from everybody wanting to hug up and the champagne up and the cake up and the lot of perfume and different things celebrating the love day, Valentine's Day. So Channel 10 as usual are with you every morning, every weekday morning, Monday to Friday, starting early in the morning at 7 o'clock. It's so nice to know that you're viewing us because we have been viewed over the entire country of Belize from right here in Orange Walk Town. See what a great thing, what a wonderful thing it is what technology can bring us and all the great internet services that we have. You know, many people use it for the right things. Some people use it for just for games, for fun. Some people use it for the wrong things as well. But we encourage you to take the opportunity of using the internet because there is so much that we can learn from the internet and the technology. And we have this the providers over the country bringing you the best when it comes to the internet service that we can offer in this region. And we're looking forward to Digicel big breakthrough that will be coming to Orange Walk. I understand it's already, the fiber already working in some different parts of the country, and we know it's coming to Orange Walk. So no more at least small cable, it will be direct connection to your home. So let's take the opportunity to use what we got. You know, there's a place some people ain't got light and water in some part of the world. We got light, we got water, we got phone, we have cable, we have so many things, and I believe that Belize every day somebody have something to eat, you know. So let's take the opportunity to use what we have in a very positive way. We have to start off with our special prayer this morning before we go to the Belize Met service, and we will be going all the way to San Pedro La Isla Bonita this morning. And when we go to San Pedro, we know that it's Delve that will be coming on bright and early in the morning, and we are sending out our communication. Like we say, the internet is so good for so many great things, and right now we are connecting with Delve all the way from San Pedro from here in Orange Walk. Good morning, Delve. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Checky. Good morning, Orange Walk.
And good morning to you. You waking up already for today, or I woke you up?
No, I'm awake already.
Okay, that's so.
Nice and awake, so that's that.
Yeah, and thanks for the blessings this morning, because we have to wake up and give thanks, right?
Yeah, man. Yes, we do, Mr. Checky. Yes, we do.
Like one of our
so
great.
How are you this morning?
I'm good. I'm fine. Thanks so much. Like one of our great friend, he has passed on already. The late Jerry Gentle, he used to say, "The Lord has lent us another day." So make the best. Make the best that you can make of it. This day is not today. It's lent to us by the good Lord. So let's do the positive things and enjoy it in the positive way, you know?
Yes.
So
I agree with you, Mr. Checky.
Yeah. So how is the island today?
Nice and cool, you know. Over the weekend they had the carnival. I don't know if you heard about it.
Oh yes, I know. I know they usually celebrate the carnival very strong over that side. Yeah, so yesterday I had the carnival.
I think it began from Friday, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Where they had like different events in the street, and then they did the paintings. People paint each other in the streets and throw eggs and thing with each other. So
yeah,
that's every year though. That's how they celebrate it out here.
Yeah, you know that's a died out tradition from here in Orange Walk. I think some people still do it in the villages. They used to go around and powder your face and throw rotten eggs on people, but I saw that over the years it has been died out here in Orange Walk. I believe the Banquitas House of Culture had some presentation at the park yesterday, but mostly in the villages they still hold that tradition, you know.
Okay.
So Delve,
Yeah, they do it strong here though.
yeah, lead us in that special prayer for this morning, Delve.
Yes, yes, Mr. Checky. Above all things, yes. Lord, I give you thanks this day for blessing us with the breath of life. Thank you for guiding us into another day. Thank you for reminding us that you are not through with us yet. For the moment that we open our eyes, the moment that we breathe in a breath, you remind us that you have a purpose for us still. And I pray that you keep speaking your purpose into each and every soul, that we may go about this life walking in your light, being a light and being a true reflection of who you are. And I pray blessings upon each and every person who may be listening right now. I pray blessings upon the persons in the studio, that you direct their paths, that you cleanse their mind, that you uplift their spirits, and wherever they may be lacking, Lord, that you be the provider in that place. For you are God alone, and there is nothing too great or too small for you. Uplift us, Lord. Open our hearts towards you, that we may get closer to you as the days go ahead. To you I give all the honor and the glory as you bless today and the rest of the week. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you very much, Delve. What a great prayer. What a great upliftment for this special, beautiful morning. And once again, thank you so much, all right?
Yes, Mr. Checky. Have a blessed day.
Right, and we will look forward to hear from you again tomorrow morning, all right? All right.
Yes, Mr. Checky.
Thank you. Once again, folks, that was our friend Delve all the way from San Pedro. You see, Delve has moved to San Pedro because of her responsibility on her job, and she links us every morning with that special prayer, and Tuesdays and Thursdays, Delve comes in with her poems. So, it's great to know that, you're moving from one place to the next because of your responsibility and your job description, but you don't forget your roots. But seeing that now, we will check in with the Belize Met Service for today's weather forecast. The general situation for today, it says moist and unstable conditions prevail. The 24-hour forecast, cloudless spells with a few showers around the country, but especially the north and coastal areas today, becoming generally isolated tonight. Sorry. So what we're looking at, we believe with this that we are reading here, that we should be having some rains right here in Orange Walk. The winds blowing east at 15 to 25 knots, the sea stayed gusty, moderate to rough. Taking a look at the temperatures for today. In the coast, 29 Celsius, 84 degrees Fahrenheit, and for inland, 31 Celsius, 88 Fahrenheit. In the hills, 25 Celsius, 77 Fahrenheit. Let's take a look at the temperatures for tonight. In the coast, 25 Celsius, 77 Fahrenheit, and also inland tonight is 22 Celsius, 72 Fahrenheit, and inland 19 Celsius, 66 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's the outlook. Is for cloudless spells with a few showers and isolated thunderstorms. That's your general weather forecast, brought to you by the Belize Met Service, and certainly from all of us here at North Television Channel 10. The time is exactly 12 minutes after 7 o'clock, 12 minutes after 7 o'clock as we continue right here this morning. Usually on Mondays we have the Honorable Minister of Orange Walk East, a Representative Honorable Elodie Aragon Jr. comes on Mondays, and coming up this morning we'll be having the Honorable Minister. But at this time, it gives me great pleasure once again to welcome our great friend and brother all the time, RC1. Good morning, RC.
Good morning, Jackie. Good morning. How are you today?
Thank God I'm okay. And I don't have to ask you, how are you? They say looks are deceiving, but the way you look, I know you're okay.
Well, looks are deceiving. Morris said looks are deceiving, but good morning to everyone. Good morning.
Morris catch one deer over the weekend,
He catch one deer?
Yeah, man got hunting and bringing one deer.
Okay, let's leave it at that, because there are other questions that pertain to getting a deer, and we leave it at that. But nevertheless,
the man got papers, man.
He got papers? He got papers.
Deer love, deer, no, deer love.
It's deer love. Deer love for the month of February.
Yes,
certainly.
So RC1, we were here last week, Friday. It was a very great occasion for one of our great brother, soil of Orange Walk, Rave Gonzalez.
Yes, yes. He on Friday morning. Let's see, let's get this straight.
Man, look, the man official.
Yes, yes. You know, he had been working at the Attorney General since he came out of the law school. He attended the Jamaican Law School and Manly School of Law, both. Yeah. And he, let's see, what is it that you get? You get your LLB and your CLE, and he has achieved both of those. And Justice Benjamin received him in the Supreme Court on Friday morning, and he was admitted to the bar. He was, as they say, you have a sponsor that presents you, and he had one of the best attorneys in the country, senior legal counsel Rodwell Williams.
What big man that?
Yes, so you know that it's a great honor to have a senior counsel at that level introduce you and recommend you to the Supreme Court. So he is Sugar City's Orange Walk newest and brightest attorneys, one of the brightest attorneys there. When he completed his studies in Jamaica, the Jamaica government wanted to hire him there immediately. That was how qualified he was and how good he was. What? So we want to wish, Rabe, we want to wish you, on behalf of all of us in Orange Walk, Sugar City, and all of us here, we want to wish you the very best. We know you're going to have a successful life as an excellent attorney, and may God continue to guide you in your career as an attorney. He can now go to court now to represent you and whatnot.
Okay, no? That is very good, RC. Like we're moving up.
Well, that's exactly, and you know, we should be proud at this time being a former mayor of Orange Walk. And I don't like to throw politics, you know, because when someone has a personal achievement, but he was also a UDP mayor for Orange Walk, who as a UDP mayor had the initiative to show a little of his talents also by putting up the first lights ever. Yeah. And I'll tell you something, Chucky and radio listeners and TV viewers, since the UDP mayor Rave Gonzalez put these lights in Orange Walk, no other mayor has put another light until March 7th, when Philip de la Fuente and his team come. There will be more lights on the streets of Orange Walk. So, you know, we share that in the spirit of his ability.
But the man is not big chest man, no, Joe?
Oh, he is one of the humblest of persons.
He no boast about nothing, no, Joe?
No. And I tell you, his family were there, his family friends were there at the Supreme Court. I was honored to have been invited to be there with him on Friday, and I am thankful and grateful. I felt very proud as an Orange Kenyan his friend to see when the justice read out that you are now admitted to the bar, and even in his response to the justice and to the court, he expressed his gratitude to his parents, his children, his wife, and his friends that were along with him during that journey. You know, when you go to study abroad, sometimes you're by yourself.
Big responsibility.
And you know, you really have to push and you need things. So he was very gracious in mentioning his friends that were there too. And one of his friends there was Ambassador Rosendo Urbina and our Minister, Representative Gaspar Vega.
Wow.
So okay. You know, and of course his family and other attorneys were there to wish him well.
So RC, like how that happened now, he's ready to practice law. You could go to him as, if you want,
he had been able to practice law when he came out. He was qualified, but he was working at the Attorney General's office.
Okay.
And when you finish working with the government and you want to go into private practice, you're called to the bar. But even during that, because of his qualifications and his time in the service, you know, he has dealt with legal matters and represented the government well. That, you know, it was timely. What happened is you make an application to the Supreme Court. You make an application, and when the Supreme Court reviews your application, they call you. So
okay,
that is how you go. You just don't go and apply. So like going, you have to be called to the bar, on which he was on Friday, and he's now attorney.
All right, well,
counsel Rave Gonzalez.
Congratulations, my brother,
right,
to yourself, to your wife, to your family, to everybody, and we have we are turning now.
Oh yes, and it was a wonderful experience. Everyone who went there, family and friends, were very, very elated, and shared in that joy for him and for Orange Walk.
Yeah, RC. Well, we want to inform our viewers. I informed them earlier this morning we'll be having the Honorable Minister Elodie Aragon right here on the show this morning. So
Wonderful.
We need to take a break, but Mascal and Gay Water Wednesday. Mascal don't Gay Water and be the big inauguration this Wednesday, RC.
Right, and to talk about Mascal, that's what you call the Northern Road connection. It is connected by BWS, and all the villages along that corridor have been connected.
Yep.
You know, so it's a wonderful experience as the UDP government continues its work in infrastructure development.
Yeah, we have to commend my brother, the Honorable Minister Edmund Clay de Lancaster.
Well, that is what an example of persistence. When you work along with the central government to request things for your people, these things do happen.
Right.
And that's something that's visual and a reality.
Well, RC, let's take a break, and we'll be back with the. I believe I will take a little break for this morning because I feel like I got a little stuffiness, so I will ask Dr. Omero to come on with you along with the Honorable Minister. And I'll take the doctor there. I'll take a little break, but you know, probably if you guys need to go, I'll try my best to come on back. But I know you are able enough to take care of business, right?
For that, we go to a break.
And remind everyone that we have the link up with North Division Channel 10, Universal Radio, and Sugar City Radio 103.1 FM, right?
And the East Radio this morning.
All right, so let's take a break, folks, and we'll be right back with the Honorable Minister right here on the show this morning.
The number one milk, Dana milk, then love Dana milk. You can whip its cream for Dana milk, it is real, yes, Dana milk, then love Dana milk. All over Cayo and in San Pedro, Dana milk, then love Dana milk. Dana milk in the morning, Dana milk in the evening, Dana milk, give me Dana milk. Up north in Corozal, supermarket and them all, Dana milk, then love Dana milk. All over this land and in Belmont, yes, Dana milk, give me Dana milk. Say in Dangriga, down south in Fiji, Dana milk, then love Dana milk. You can hear this talk, cause it's in Orange Walk, yeah, Dana milk. I love Dana milk. Dana milk powder, probably the best milk powder in the world. Dano.
There's no need to go across the border to enjoy sun, sand, and crystal blue waters. Belize's northern islands and reef are just a boat ride away. Go slow and immerse yourself into the Caribbean Sea, or enjoy some fresh coconut water. Or pick up the pace on an island where locals can enjoy sandy beaches by day and feast on your fresh catch by night. Discover the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef and submerge yourself into another world where you can experience a traffic jam you will want to return. You can also make new friends along the way. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan Muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
The Philip Goulton Highway between Belize City and the Philip Goulton International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section A of the highway upgrading project between Hallover Bridge and PGIA is nearing completion at an investment of $13.6 million. Works include construction of retaining walls to prevent erosion, widening of the road cross-section to include paved road shoulders, pavement restoration and resurfacing. The project also includes installation of LED road lighting and safety features such as signs, reflectors, road marking, and improved visibility through the clearing of the road reserve. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Hi, I am Philip de la Fuente, son of Audrey and Joe de la Fuente. I have 5 siblings, Joey, Giovanni, Orlando, Andre, and Selena. My heart belongs to my lovely, intelligent, and hard-working wife, Ruth, with whom I have 4 beautiful children. I currently hold a certificate of chemist and druggist from the University College of Belize. Orange Walk Town is my second love, and I have lived all my life feeling proud of my town and its people. In 2006, I served as the town's deputy mayor, and in 2009, I was elected mayor of Orange Walk Town, a job I carried out with dedication and passion until 2012. My achievements are a matter of public record. I own a successful pharmacy and dedicate a lot of my spare time to my farm and my motorcycling hobby. I bring a wealth of experience to the table and a passion for my town and people second to none. Under my watch and with the assistance of central government, we will see development and progress like never before. So, on March 7th, let us go to the polls and vote UDP all the way.
We voted for food, we voted for Joshua, we voted for Moses, we voted for Derek, we voted for Armando, we voted for Yara, we voted for Evan, what to be 7, and we fought change for progress, change is coming. They see you and know you're living, always a star, yes, you live in color to the limit, large and in charge, yes, that's why you rock with us, fresh in range and colorful flavors, always a star, never the audience, you run things never run yours, yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it, your life is never black and white, live in full color, buster.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend the day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macau River. Sample a Kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. Come visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. We are live this morning on Nortevision Channel 10. We're also live on Universal Radio 88.5, on Sugar City Radio 103.1 FM, and joining us on new radio station in Orange Walk, 103.9, that's East Radio. So we want to welcome all of you once again. We want to welcome the Honorable Elodia Aragon Jr. and also Dr. Homero Novello. Minister, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Doc, good morning. It's a bright morning, and we know that there's a lot of things to talk about. So, Minister, I will start off by saying good morning to you and see what you bring to us this wonderful morning.
It's good, Manuel. You know, Ruben, it's always a pleasure to be on the radio show, no? You know, it's an opportunity for us to talk about the issues and also to address the people of Orange Walk Town and whoever is listening, you know, to our UDPs out there. And so it's good to be here. And I just want to thank the radio listeners for tuning in this morning to the various radio stations that is transmitting live from here, no? So it's a pleasure, and I think, Ruben, there's a lot that we can speak up about.
Yes. I know there's a lot, but
Ruben, if you allow me, I would like to offer condolences to the Friesen family, especially Miss Maria Friesen from Fireburn, on the loss of her husband. From this desk and this vantage point, we offer you our sincere condolences. Thank you.
Yes, we were there present yesterday. Lupe was there, myself was there, and it was interesting to see how family comes together in times. But Minister, getting back to the reality of the political era we are here, estamos acá en la zona roja, como dice, ¿no? De la política. The campaign for the UDP candidates have been amplified now. They have been going now even longer periods of time, visiting people, and particularly some of those that on the first round that were not at home and going. How's Orange Walk East coming along with the campaign at this time?
Well, I think it's going well. You know, I think the candidates this week will be focusing a lot more on the East. I know they have visited Orange Walk East, and I know that, well, from my personal visits that I'm doing, I know that they have missed some homes, you know, because obviously when you go around campaigning, and especially if in the evening or during the day, sometimes you have families that work outside of Orange Walk, and some people are not at home at times when they reach there, no? But definitely, what is happening is that we are ensuring that they return to try to visit and meet with these people, no? And so that is what is happening.
Now, we realize that in any campaign, because we have people working here in Orange Walk and whatnot, but it's important to note to our radio listeners and TV listeners that the commitment our candidates have, and yourself particularly going out along with them, is that they want to reach to everybody, to give the good message that Orange Walk wants development. Orange Walk wants to give people job. Orange Walk needs that new upliftment that the rest of the country has, and there can only be a commitment by going to the people, and we're very happy to note that your presence along with them to assure them as a cabinet sitting minister that the central government, through your voice, their voices are going to be heard, but we need that UDP vote on March 7th.
Definitely, and I just want to tell our residents, especially in the East, and of course Central and Otrobenke, that these are the areas that are being focused on, is that the candidates are out, they are visiting, but for one reason or the other, they might miss your home, you know, maybe you're not at home, etc. Even on this second go-round that they are trying to visit in the areas, especially those areas where they feel that they need to visit more people. I just want to tell the residents, if they miss you, I mean, well, you know, everybody has their own timing in terms of you know, you personally at work.
Personal life, right?
And you know, the campaigners there. But if they did miss you, if they never reach out to you personally or reached at your home, I want you to know that they are still counting on your support for this municipal election. And this election is about more than just a visit to your home. This election is about the people of Orange Walk looking at what they want for this next town council. And the reality is that we have to look at that. It's not only about somebody pass and visit me. It's bigger than that. We have to look at the greater issues. And I will tell you, we are counting on your support for March 7th. And we're asking people to come out and vote UDP 7 down the line.
And it's also, you know, the connection that we need to have between the municipal government and central government, whereby a lot of things will come up. One of the biggest arguments we've had is that Orange Walk is not developing or prospering the way it's supposed to be because of that connection that is non-existent. And I'm sure with the minister here with us, you know, that connection is there. But then, you know, when a municipal government is not, you know, is being stubborn in not accepting and, you know, denying and refusing it, makes matters worse. So that's why we need a change, and we need to change this municipal government into a UDP one where the connection will be a superhighway.
Well, Novello, to add to what you have said, I just, and I think I said it last time, when we look at things, we have to understand, one, that central government right now is doing something for Orange Walk, but we can go so much more farther if we had a UDP town council. Just this year, like I told you, we're going to see $1.4 million for Louisiana Government School for the expansion of new classrooms, which they really need. I think I've always said Louisiana is a pride and joy of Orange Walkies, and they're going to get $1.4 million for expansion this year. You're looking at technical high school. Everybody and all the teachers out there, students, parents that go there, understand the need for funding and for the rehabilitation of the buildings there. And I will tell you, they're going to get $1.3 million right here this year. We are talking about a new, fully equipped high school for Orange Walkies. The first ever high school in Orange Walkies is going to come about this year. We're talking about a new police station, substation in Carmelita to serve the villages in the east. Very much needed. That is coming on board, you know, and this is the amount of funding that we are getting right now. And it's not easy to fight for these funding. I'll tell you, I sit in cabinet, and these fundings, you know, you have all over, the ministers are fighting to get these fundings. And these fundings come through government, through the Social Investment Fund, and through the Basic Needs Trust Fund. These are two arms of the government. And this is the kind of development we have seen in Orange Walk right now. We've already seen the development of the Queen Elizabeth Park, right? What they call Central Park. All the highways around that, plus the refurbishment of that and the renovation of that park came through a funding which had to do with government, either through the European Union or through Social Investment Fund. The market, the expansion of the market area, again, that is SIF, that is through the Social Investment Fund, and that definitely, when you look at that, comes from government. So Orange Walk is getting some funding, but the reality is this, is that if we don't have a UDP town council, a town council that is open for government support, central government, because we have to be real. Throughout this country, all the town councils that are there, the kind of development that are coming to them, for example, just look at Cayo, when I use Cayo as an example, the funding that they get comes from central government, because the reality, a town council can only do so much. We have to be real. They got the monthly subvention at $38,000, and they can only do so much. We have to be real, because they have to pick up garbage, clean drains, pay them bills, pay workers, etc. So they can only do so much with what they have. All town councils. But why, when you look at Cayo, how Cayo has developed? Well, for one, they have 4 ministers in Cayo. 2, they have a UDP town council who keeps on getting that support from central government, because they are open for the support from central government. They are working in tandem with central government. When you look at Orange Walk, we have a PUP town council who the mayor has publicly and many times has said he don't want to borrow, he don't want to see nothing from central government. So how will central government, do you think central government just come and throw projects in an area where the PUP town council wants nothing to do with them? That not happen. And the reality, like I always tell people, we have to understand that this PUP town council can take us no farther. That is the reality. You know why? Look at it. They have mortgage the subsidy from government for the next 12 to 15 years. Half of that subsidy is mortgage. And that is a reality. You know, they borrow money, pave a few streets, small streets, some of them, and then call them a whole street. It no matter. The fact is they have borrowed, and they owe for the next 12 to 15 years, they have to pay back that money to the creditors. So half of their subvention is gone. So they're tight right now. Moreover, and that's why I always tell people, let us look at it and be real. Why you think then they raise and look at taxes business tax, people talk about garbage tax. All of these things, they have to do it because they need the resources. Where else they get the resources as a POP town council? They have to get it from the people. And this is some of the reasons that I'm saying. You don't have this POP town council that is strapped for cash. For the next 3 years, if the Belizean people of Orange Walk can just put them there back, they can't take us no farther. No expect nothing for Orange Walk in terms of anything coming from the PUP Town Council. Can't, it not happen.
Well, this is
the only way we're going forward in this municipality is if we put one UDP Town Council. And that opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, will come on March 7th. Right. On March 7th, we have an opportunity to put a UDP 7 team that will work in tandem with your UDP central government that is there for the next 3 years. Why you put PUP when no can't carry further? When we have an opportunity to put a UDP town council that can deliver the kind of projects that is needed for this town. You look at Kevin Bernard. He put out on Facebook how we can renovate Union Town. Well, anybody could take and formulate some plans and show and impress people with it. But I will be frank with you. He has had an opportunity for the last 6 years. Mm-hmm. And what has he done for the Union Park? Huh? What has he done?
Nada.
Nothing.
Nada.
But before election, they come here and show what we here could do. The reality is, no matter what pictures, what proposals they want to bring up that they will do, they cannot do it because they don't have the money. And what they are going to show you right now, the one dream, not even one dream, I call it one.
Wish list.
Something in the sky there, right? It's a pie in the sky dream. I can tell you why. Because they are doing that to sway voters and say, here, do this next project. He had 6 years for do something, and I know only one park he has in this town. You have Sandy Field, just in the east, you have about 2 nature park where they don't do nothing there. There's a lot of things that he can't come up with no big project. We have to be real about that. That is why I always tell people, if we want to move this town, and look at Cayo, for instance, San Pedro, and many other districts, if we want to move Orange Walk, it can only be done with a UDP 7. And I will tell you, this UDP team that we have right now is a good mix of people, sincere people who wants to make a difference for Orange Walk Town. You compare the candidates, like I always tell people, look for who work for who. Huh? All of the PUP councillors here to a large extent, not all of them, I say all except 2.
We have a call on the line. Let's take this call. Huh? Sugar City Morning Show, good morning.
Yes, good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Yeah, morning.
I just want to alert, right, the populace that a lot of Nigerian money. You know, Nigeria is one of the most corrupt countries, right? And the Nigerian money is being pumped into Orange Walk Town to buy out the elections. So, I want the people to know, right? Take the Nigerian money and vote them out. Because Yanni is serious about Orange Walk. You know, my laws are there at the municipalities because he will. Right there in Orange Walk, right? Nigerian money is coming. And there's like a dark colored 20 people that brings the money here. Okay.
Okay, thank you, caller.
Thank you.
But what I want to say to the caller is this, that yes, you have mentioned that the PUP are flooding with money, but I do not agree with you with what you're saying about Johnny serious about Orange Walk. Because if he was serious about Orange Walk during his 25 years as area representative, minister, deputy prime minister, acting prime minister, he would have done a lot of things for Orange Walk Central. Particularly, you wouldn't hear the people, you wouldn't hear Minister Aragon this morning saying that because of the efforts of a UDP government, Orange Walk Technical, who the chairman of the board is Kevin Bernard, will be getting $1.3 million. that would have already been there. You wouldn't hear the people of San Esteban complaining from Orange Walk to San Esteban to pave their highway. He's not serious, absolutely not serious about Orange Walk. All those wonderful students going to Muffles Junior College have to trek through that miserable road, which will be paved under the UDP government. But if he was serious, he would do it. So the people of Orange Walk have to see as the minister said, the facade. The facade. He is not serious, has never been serious about Orange Walk, and that is why the people of Orange Walk have an opportunity to vote for brave and capable persons of the UDP 7. Let's take this call. Sugar City Morning Show. Good morning.
Sí, buenos días, buenos días.
Buenos días.
Buenos días, bienvenido.
Buenos días. Good morning.
Bonito día aquí en el este.
That's right.
Gracias.
No, yo soy aquí del este también y después de hacer mis análisis recorrí la área, ¿no?
Okay.
Me di cuenta que para el 7 de marzo vamos a tener un nuevo mayor que va a ser Philip de la Fuente.
Ajá.
Mira, la gente de aquí del este y de otras partes están mencionando de que el problema ahorita principal es de que hay una mala combinación con el PUP. Y la combinación mala es Ashcroft.
That's right.
Ese nombre aterroriza a todo el mundo. Todo el mundo dice, ¿sabe qué? Nos costó tanto dinero para retener y nacionalizar ITL, WhatsApp y todos los otros. Entonces, y para que regrese otra vez con Johnny y que ellos lo vuelvan a entregar a Ashcroft, no.
Yeah.
Por eso, para estas elecciones del 7 de marzo, va a ser UDP, down the line, 7. ¿Ah? 7. Mira, Kevin está mencionando de que él ya pavimentó 75 calles en Nueva York. Si él ya pavimentó 75 calles en Nueva York, ¿cuánto hace falta entonces? ¿Ah? Pero no le dice a la gente de que realmente eso lo está componiendo las cabeceras de la calle, las 3 puntas de la calle, donde es un intercrossing. Y usted, hice Fonseca, hice Silvestre, hice Sidon Street. Cuando realmente solo son las cabeceritas ya de la intersection. ¿Me entiendes? Así que no, para el 7 de marzo estoy convencido que el UDP va a volver a ganar, va a ganar. Right? Va a ganar con Feb de la Fuente y los 7 candidatos. Porque también aquí de la gente del este le quiere dar oportunidad a la gente joven.
That's right.
Necesitamos gente joven que agarre la rienda de este país. Así que no se preocupen, el 7 de marzo va a ser UDP 7. Pase buenos días.
Yeah.
Gracias.
Okay. Gracias. Thanks.
Rubén, quisiera mencionar eso también. Sí es cierto lo que dice el que llamó. La mera verdad, Sarstone Street, solo mira, un hoyancón había en la conexión de Sarstone Street al highway, al main road. ¿Cuántos años eso nunca se componía? Ahorita solo ya compusieron Sarstone Street ahora. Solo es un pedacito que le construyeron.
Just a lot of the streets, that's true what the caller say. A lot of the streets are small little streets and paved, you know. And yeah, I remember the man one time said gravel lane, and I said, but gravel lane only not up on the east, or like, but one small piece up on the east. And that's the way he in the chop that he paved. You understand me? These are the kind of things, but we have to be real, like I always tell people. Analyze this thing for yourselves. We want a town that will be moving forward. We want a progressive town, Ruben.
Yes.
And the people have to give us that opportunity on March 7th. Because only with a UDP town council we will move forward, and we have proven leadership. Apart from the support we get from central government, we will have proven leadership in the name of Philip de la Fuente and a young, dynamic, brave team that can move this town forward.
Sugar City Morning Show, good morning.
Buenos días, señores.
Buenos días.
El ministro nos puede decir si es cierto de todas las compañías que dicen que él tiene.
¿Cuál compañías, hermano?
He watch CTV3 and he's watching the propaganda from the PUP. You know, first of all, I maybe that time I kind of touch this. I don't like touch and follow up on things that the PUP put out there, because when they put out there, you follow through. You know, but I think we could set the record straight, and I think it is good. As a matter of fact, I have one letter right here that I've gotten the services from the law firm of Esteban Pereira and Company Limited, right? This is a letter that is going to be served this morning to Center Cable Company, right? Because what they are doing is very libelous in terms of the ad that they have put out, that I own companies and all these things, right? And I am serving this letter to them today. Well, the police will serve this letter to them today. And we've also served this letter to all the media houses that have put this thing out there. We've put out to, and if you want, maybe you want to read it, Ruben.
Okay, let me read this. It comes from attorney at law Esteban Pereira and Company LLP. This one is dated February 8, 2018 to Center Communication Corporation Limited, 31 Clark Street, Orange Walk Town. Attention, Mr. Errol Catuz, Director. Dear Sir, re-defamation of the Honorable Mr. Elodio Aragon Jr. We act for on behalf of the Honorable Elodio Aragon Jr. of Orange Walk Town, Orange Walk District, Belize, herein referred to as our client. Our client's attention has been drawn to a video advertisement concerning him which was broadcasted and published by you on CTV3 this month. The said advertisement contained the following words, which are defamatory to our client. That's defamation of character. 2 years in politics, and this cop politician, now this is what the TV ad said. 2 years of politics, and this cop politician owns a new radio station, a new gas station, and wait, part ownership of this new beer factory too. Now these words, which are seriously defamatory to our client, meant and would have been understood to mean that our client is now part owner of the beer company showed in the advertisement. This allegation is entirely false. We are advised by our client that he does not have and has never had any interest in the beer company shown in the advertisement. Your publication of this allegation on CTV3, especially during the CTV3 newscast, constitutes a serious slander and has caused our client considerable embarrassment and distress. In the circumstances, our client demands that you take the following step as a matter of urgency. 1. Publish and broadcast a full and unequivocal retraction and apology in terms to be approved by us on our client's behalf. 2. Undertake in writing that your company, whether by its directors, servants, agents, or otherwise, will not publish or broadcast the same or any similar allegation concerning our client. 3. Indemnify our client in respect of cost to which he has been put in this matter, including but not limited to legal fees in the sum of 3,000 Belize dollars, and pay to our client the sum of 5,000 Belize as damages in order to compensate our client for the serious injury to his reputation which he has suffered and the associated distress and embarrassment caused by the broadcasting of this allegation. We look forward to hearing from you without delay. If we have not received a satisfactory reply by the 14th day of February 2018, we have been instructed to commence a claim against you in the Supreme Court of Belize. We hope that this will not be necessary and you govern yourself accordingly. Yours faithfully, Esteban Pereira and Company, LLP, attorneys at law. So there you have it.
Yeah, Ruben, and you know, like I said, I don't follow with the PUP propaganda because that is what they have to do. That is what the PUP is good at. But I just want to clear up one or two little things, and I think it is important that the radio listeners and the TV viewers understand this thing. You know, they talk about the radio station, and I've always said from day one, everybody know me in the East, and everybody know what I was doing. It has been over a year now, Ruben, that I've started on the project of the radio station, which today is becoming a reality. And I have made it I don't hide it from nobody. I have made some investment in the radio station, and the reality is not that much. I've had good friends from across this country, both locally and internationally, who support me. People who believe in Aragon and believe in what I want to see, the kind of vision I have for the people of Orange Walk and this country. And I've been able to get support, financial support, and that is why I have this radio station that is now up and running. Took us over a year, Ruben, and we're still not finished yet, you know. Yes. We haven't gotten to the inauguration at this radio station as yet. It's been a work in progress. And I must say, I really suffer for a whole year working on this project. But this project, this radio station, which is today East Radio, 103.9, why I got involved in a radio station, Ruben, is because, to me, it is a political investment, not only for me personally, but it is an investment for the Orange Walk East and for Orange Walk Town itself. Why? I mentioned to you last week, in this town of ours, we have Johnny Briseño, who controls this town via Fiesta FM, via Center Cable Network, through the telecommunications company, through the gas stations that he owns, not only in Orange Walk, but across this country, and he continues to control with money and power in this district of ours. By setting up this radio station, this is a radio station I've done because my bachelor's degree is in communication. This is something I've always loved. It's about communicating with the people. It is about us correcting the misinformation and the CTV3 lies that are put out there every day by PUP propaganda. This radio station is a community radio station, Ruben. I never built one radio station to make any money because, like I've always told people, and people will know me, to me it's not about money, Ruben, because we all come and we all going. And we can't carry no money. And I know where Johnny to try work and make so much millions of dollars when he can't carry it when he did. I am doing a radio station because I believe it will empower the East. It will empower this town because people need to get the right information to make the right decisions. And that is a very important step that I see for good democracy and good governance. And that is why I've invested in a radio station. And like I always tell people, if we could cover with bills, I am glad. All I want to see is that we have a well-informed community, and that radio station is there to empower our small business people, because I know they have to make money. I am here right now at this point in time as an elected representative for the people of Orange Walk East to first and foremost ensure I continue with that commitment that I have promised them, and to ensure that I move the Orange Walk East, this town and this country forward. And that radio station is a part of empowerment for the people, especially for the people of Orange Walk East and for this town and country. And that is what we have done. And I make no lies in terms of telling people, well, I know me own it. I own it. I have made that investment with people across this country for what I believe in, and people believe in me, and people say, Aragon, we love your vision, we believe you, we trust you, and that is the way I've gotten that radio station up and running. In terms of the beer factory, Ruben, well, people, I don't even know if you're calling a beer factory, because people don't even know this. A lot of people don't know what's happening. But if you take a spin and drive down Carmelita Road, you're going to see a big development taking place there on your right, as you pass the village on your right. It has taken me 2 years, over 2 years, at least 2.5 years, trying to bring investors to this town, because this is what you have to do as an area representative. We have to empower our people, and how you do that? You bring jobs about, you bring investors to invest foreign reserve in your country. And what it's taken me about 2.5 years to bring these investors here to Orange Walk. When I first started was to go to Cayo, but I brought them to Orange Walk and they are here. And I've been fighting. When I tell you fighting, I've been fighting so that this company could move forward in Orange Walk. The whole plan of this factory is a bottling company, where we want to produce local beer, serve, drink, water, etc. and create 200 jobs, 150 to 200 jobs, and $30 million investment in our economy right here in Orange Walk. That is the kind of work I'm doing. And when PUP put out their slander, they say I part owner of the beer factory, you know, they don't care about people. They don't worry about what the investor is thinking, you know, or what damage that can do to the investors that are coming to Orange Walk. They don't care about people generally. And that is why when you look at all of these things, people just have to watch and learn who the PUP. You know? I have looked at all of these things that has brought up, and that is why I have seek legal counsel for make we deal with them on that matter. I don't follow the PUP every day because to me, a lot of rubbish when in talk. And that is what they do as a political party. So it no matter. But I just wanted to highlight these things here.
Okay. It's good to bring it up, Minister, because to clarify, the PUP will always stand in development. But with that, we're going to take a short break and we'll be right back.
Hi, I am Philip de la Fuente, son of Audrey and Joe de la Fuente. I have 5 siblings, Joey, Giovanni, Orlando, Andre, and Selena. My heart belongs to my lovely, intelligent, and hardworking wife, Ruth, with whom I have 4 beautiful children. I currently hold a certificate of chemist and druggist from the University College of Belize. Orange Walk Town is my second love, and I have lived all my life feeling proud of my town and its people. In 2006, I served as the town's deputy mayor, and in 2009, I was elected mayor of Orange Walk Town, a job I carried out with dedication and passion until 2012. My achievements are a matter of public record. I own a successful pharmacy and dedicate a lot of my spare time to my farm and my motorcycling hobby. I bring a wealth of experience to the table and a passion for my town and people second to none. Under my watch and with the assistance of central government, we will see development and progress like never before. So, on March 7th, let us go to the polls and vote UDP all the way.
We voted for Philip, we voted for Jesha, we voted for Jose, we voted for Derek, we voted for Armando, we voted for Yara, we voted for Evan, or to the P7. Orange Walk, change for progress, change is coming. Buster. They see you and how you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things, things never run you. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend a day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macau River. Sample a Kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. Come visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Motor 5.0, 4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos quisiéramos una. Como que no agarra, ¿no? Siento como que se le pega el... ¿Balancín? Vamos a darte el aceite que te mereces. Vas a correr como rayo, preciosa.
Los que oímos más allá de las revoluciones, hablamos máquina. Roche-France, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Agente autorizado, German Vega y Sons. Teléfono 322-3625. Roche-France.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
Freshly extracted local honey, perfect for today's dessert. And these locally produced onions, they are just the right size for my popular onion rings and hamburgers. And these cuts of sheep lamb, also grown locally, are just perfect for my succulent barbecue. When I think about my family's health, I buy local products first. After all, they are fresh and healthier. And if you do the same, you're shaping a brighter future for your community, your family, and yourself as local spending circles back to you. Remember, when you buy local products, you are building a better Belize. This message is proudly sponsored by the Food and Agriculture Organization, European Union, Ministry of Agriculture, and Belize Marketing and Development Corporation.
Hey, Jenna, remind me to buy credit when we leave here. Again? Geez. I need to buy data. You really should just sign up for the data basic plans from Digicel. It's perfect for data lovers like you. What's that? Because I don't want to change my number. Keep your number. All you're doing is just paying once a month for data allowance. That way you get way more data than buying day to day, and you pay less than what you're always spending on clothes. Just select a plan that suits your budget. They're as low as $24.99. Are you serious? Yes, there are even larger plans that families can share the data. I like the sound of that. You can look now.
Digicel prepaid customers, come into any Digicel office and ask about a data basic plan that is right for you.
The bigger, better network. Digicel.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. We are live on Nortevision Channel 10. We're also live on Universal 88.5, Sugar City Radio 103.1, and newly opened Radio of the East, East Radio 103.9 FM. We've been talking to the Honorable Minister Elodio Aragon Jr. and Dr. Homero Novello in relation to false propaganda that the PUP have been putting out there, you know, to try to defame characters of those in the United Democratic Party. But the goodwill of the people and the recognition of the integrity and the hard work and dedication of the minister in the community, it overrides all of this. And people only get into this time of mudslinging when you have your back against the wall, and the PUP have their back against the wall because they know, they have been told by the people on the campaign that the people will vote for Philip de la Fuente as the new mayor and the UDP 7, and that is something that they cannot live with, but they will have to live with after March 7th because we know that you will be voting for the UDP 7.
Well, they got a message yesterday, Ruben, that, you know, they are not very much liked. Yesterday they said they were going to have a tsunami, but it never worked out.
What?
I had a tsunami.
Where at?
You know, but listen to me. They had a bus. I have for reliable sources, right? They had a bus going to San Esteban. That bus spawned that village so many times, trying to get people to come on board so that they go to this meeting that they were having in Belize City. That at the ending of the time, there was a checkpoint, and when they reached there, listen, they nearly told the driver that he can't drive anymore. The man was half drunk, but he was not under the influence of alcohol. He was, because he spun around too many times, he got, you know, his head started spinning around.
So what you're saying, it's like the news. I don't want to really sound too bad, but it's like when they announced the tsunami, it was a false alarm. It never really happened.
It's precisely the same thing.
But Minister, as you know, that nomination day is on February 21st. What arrangements are being made to prepare the candidates and the party supporters, family and friends for this big event?
Well, right now, I think you'll hear, I think we have some ads out already. And I think you will see more. And definitely, I think we will be looking at ensuring that everybody in our constituents know about this nomination day. It's going to be on the 21st of February, which will be a Wednesday. I mean, next week, Wednesday.
Yes. It's
and what
close.
They're very close. And what will be happening, I could tell you, is that we're asking all our UDP supporters to come out and support us on the march to victory when we move towards the Treasury building. along with all our UDP candidates. We will be assembling at the Liberty Avenue at the East Office, in front of the East Office, and we are inviting everybody to come out there. We want to start at 1. We're asking everybody to be there by 1 p.m. And so we will be able to move off from there, and we will march in together as one with the UDP 7 team and down to the Treasury building where they will be nominated. So I'm inviting all our UDPs to come out. Come out and let us paint it red. I ask you, bring your red t-shirt, come out there and give your UDP 7 team that support, and let us march through the streets of Orange Walk Town towards Treasury and have this grand march to victory for the UDP 7 team. So I'm inviting everybody to come out. That means people from Orchobenke, people from Central, all of Orange Walk East to come out and support us on that day, and I will be waiting for you out there, no? But
okay. Bueno, gracias, muchísimas gracias. El día de nominación va a ser el próximo miércoles, el 21 de febrero, y el desfile para acompañar a nuestros 7 candidatos, Philip de la Fuente y su equipo, hacia el Departamento de Tesorería aquí por Police Station. El desfile va a iniciar a la 1 de la tarde en Liberty Avenue, en frente de la oficina UDP del Este. Ahí se le extiende la invitación a todo ciudadano, apoyante del UDP, amigo del UDP y personas que quieren ver que nuestro pueblo vaya adelante, que salgan a apoyar, y vamos a acompañar a Philip de la Fuente y los consejeros, los candidatos, para que vayan el día de nominación. Va a ser en la tarde, el miércoles en la tarde. El desfile comienza a la 1 de la tarde. Así todos están cordialmente invitados, porque este va a ser el comienzo de ir hacia la victoria para todo el pueblo de Orange Walk.
Sí, es muy importante el grupo de jóvenes, la combinación de este grupo de muchachos que están para la alcaldía, esta vez en Orange Walk por parte del Partido Unido Democrático. Es una combinación de gente bastante preparada, joven, pero hay un grupo también que tiene experiencia. La combinación de estos dos grupos hace un equipo formidable. Y creo que los orangewaqueños sí creen en la innovación, creen en su gente y creen en este grupo. Estoy seguro que en el marzo 7 vamos a tener un grupo de gente que va a dominar esta municipalidad, que vamos a tener gente con ganas, gente que trae ideas, gente que de veras tiene a Orange Walk en el corazón y que quiere prosperidad. Como todos habíamos dicho, ya el PUP ya no tiene combustible en el tanque. They run out of tricks, como dice la señora, run out of tricks, they don't have nothing more to do. Y ya muchos de ellos ya se están peleando dentro de la municipalidad. Dentro de la administración ya hay gente que le está diciendo, ¿sabes qué? Ya estoy fastidiado de esta gente acá, cómo trabajan. Solo una persona está mandando, y esa persona no puede decir nada si no consulta con Johnny, y si hace un error lo regañan en Smart porque trabaja en Smart, y toda esta cosa ya no es pertinente a la municipalidad, ya es una manera de manipular. Y la mera verdad, los orangewaqueños se han dado cuenta de que el Toncosta ahorita es manipulado. Es una desgracia esto. Queremos gente que tengan la libertad de poder pensar y poder hacer decisiones para el bienestar de usted. No hacer decisiones de acuerdo a lo que diga Johnny o de acuerdo a lo que diga un jefe en Smart o eso allá. Queremos gente que pueda pensar.
I agree with you 100%, Novello. You touched on a very important point. I mean, the control. And that is why I always tell people, think for yourself. Do your own analysis. I mean, the PUP has been in power here in Orange Walk Town for the last 6 years. 6 years. Where have their councillors been? A one-man show.
Sugar City Morning Show. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning to everyone there.
Good morning. Good morning.
I would want to say something here.
Please go ahead.
I would want to start by mentioning that Mayor Kevin Bernard has admitted that he owes more than $3.5 million for constructing streets in Orange Walk Town. To start with, most of these streets are already breaking down with deep holes here and there, because they were cheaply constructed. For this, the mayor admits of owing more than 3.5 million. The truth, however, is that he owes more than that. He owes over $4 million when you put everything together. Now, Bernard, I'm saying this. The town council owes more than $4 million when you put everything together. Now, who will pay these bills that stretches over the life of 3 town councils? This is not Bernard's period. This goes up to 3 town council elections over 12 years. Next thing we got to look at is that Bernard is using part of the subvention given to him by the government. He's using part of the subvention to pay for the debt. And then this man, this lying mayor, says that he does not need the government. Well, if he didn't need the government, he shouldn't have been taking the subvention. But he is getting a subvention from the government. He uses to pay for these works that have been done, bad work. And then he stands and looks at the Belizean people. He looks at the people here in Arizona and tells them, I don't need the government. Well, if he doesn't need the government, he's supposed to stop taking the subvention. The truth is that he gets the help from the government every month. That is what is called the subvention. But apart from that, he could get more money from the government if he would ask for it. But he does not ask because of his arrogance and his PUP mentality of not caring for the Orange Walk town. He doesn't care if the people from Orange Walk town suffers. His arrogance and his PUP mentality has no place and does not care for the people of Orange Walk. He tells everybody, I know, get any money from government. It's because he does not ask, because of his pride and his arrogance. And that is why the people of Orange Walk town suffers. Is that what we want? We want a mayor who doesn't care about the people of Orange Walk. Man, if he cared for the people of Orange Walk, he would have been asking for assistance to ensure that Orange Walk moves forward. He would be doing that because he would want to develop, he would want to see the development of Orange Walk town. But his pride and his arrogance keeps him from asking for assistance. And this assistance, if it would be for him, okay, but it's not for him. It's for the people of Orange Walk town. But he doesn't care to sacrifice the people of Orange Walk town. For the next 12 years, if Mayor Kevin were to be the mayor, there is nothing he would be able to do to improve this town, because all he would be doing is paying bills that he owes already. He has already mortgaged the future. 3 council terms, 12 years. So for 12 years, if we have Kevin Bernard there, nothing will happen. So, happily, he will not be the mayor. Not for 12 years more, and not even after March next month. After March next month, he's gone, and the new mayor and the new councillors will be the ones who will get the help from government, much more help, not only the subvention, but I'm sure that a new mayor and his team would not be afraid to ask the government for assistance to develop this community for the people of Orange Walk. So a new mayor and a new councillor will get more help from the government and will bring more progress to Orange Walk town. So I am going to appeal to you, the citizens of Orange Walk town. Let us do the right thing. Let us vote for a new mayor and a new team, a new UDP mayor and a team who will work along with the who will work along with the central government, who will be asking for assistance and help to make Orange Walk a greater and better community. And I think that is what we need. We need a team at the town council who will be going to the government and saying, we need this, we need that, because we want to develop our community, we want to better the lives of the people in Orange Walk town. Now, if we have a mayor and councillors doing that, I am sure that the government will assist, and we are going to have a better community, a better town. And the lives of our people in this community will improve. So, dear people of Orange Town, I am asking you, think straight, understand that what we need is a mayor and councillors who will always be prepared to ask for assistance, to ask for help, to assist and develop your community, to improve your lives. So think straight and vote for the United Democratic Party Town Council. Thank you.
Thank you, Carla. Minister, one of the things that, as Omero was talking before, is that with a UDP, with a UDP Town Council, which I'm asking Kevin Bernard and his PUP team and his supporters to vote for, is that, Kevin, you and your colleagues, you will benefit from having Philip De La Fuente there, because the UDP thinks about everybody and the development will be there. But one of the things you mentioned, that there was a quarrel between the top of the municipality and the lower level. Remember, we had mentioned on previous shows that some of the workers were saying, well, we can't wait till Philip comes back to work with us and that they will vote with him. Somebody texted me, said that, and I will use the word cautiously, the allegation is that the top have been threatening some of the workers that if we see you go anywhere wrong, Philip, no, they don't say UDP, wrong Philip, you won't get fired. No, and if you notice, some of the people that did not go to the city, they tell them, look, we're not afraid for you. We're not afraid for you, because leave it to people from Orange Walk and Ability City yesterday. So there are a lot of workers there who say, well, why we are afraid when Philip won't come in? He don't want fire we. And their allegations are that some of them are telling them, the big bosses up there, say, we no better watch how we no talk to Philip, we no stay close to Philip. And one of them can tell me, he say, you know, it don't matter what they tell we, they can't fire we, because when Philip come in, Philip no want fire we, he want help we get better gloves, he want get compactors so we make we give better service while they're up there. You know, so they want to put fear in the workers, but workers of the town council, I want to tell you, you have no fear. Philip and the UDP are going to improve so that together all of us can give better service to Orange Walk. So don't let the fear that the PUP have got down to you. They're fair because they know that Philip will win, because the people are out there saying, you know what, the new mayor will be Philip, and the current mayor can't really take it, neither can Johnny. So what we're telling, instead of quarreling with Orange Walk Kenyans, Kev, make we join, vote for Philip and the UDP 7, and you will also benefit. Isn't that what we want for Orange Walk? You gave it your best shot, but you know, we have to be real, Kev. If you couldn't reach the milestone, it's not really because, you know, that Johnny control you and hold you back. So, Kevin, because even some people around Johnny are saying, boy, you know what, boy, Minister like said, it's a one tough fight. Yes, a one tough fight. But the people of Orange Walk know that they want these developments that the minister is bringing. People of Orange Walk want jobs. You know, we have an opportunity now to give these brave young men and women an opportunity to work for all of us. So vote UDP 7. Yeah. Thank you, Carla. We support your position.
We got a call coming in, Ruben. Oh.
Let's take this call. Sugar City Morning Show. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Morning.
It's my sort of like a joke, right? But Kevin is a traitor. The man betrayed Kingdom Hall. Remember that he was the Jehovah? He betrayed a religion. So why do I betray the people of Orange Walk? It's all about household. You see? And right now, the problem with the town council administration is that you have an elite core of workers upstairs in air-conditioned comfort. You just put in the son of Jose Belardo Maide, he represents for the South, and some very good friends. So, other than they get the cream of the crop, and the workers down there, they're being seen as miserable. Now, one of the workers, just the other day, said, Sir, when Philip was there, we had steel toe, we had gloves, we had all kind of comforts to work. He said, with this, it was Kevin, nada. See? I mean, Kevin has got to go. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. And Ruben, I just want to touch on one thing. You mentioned it, and you said that we always say that it's a tough task in Orange Walk, and I will tell you this, you know. we have to look at the bigger picture things. We always have to watch what are the underlying currents. We talk about Johnny Briceño here, and everybody in Orange Walk could attest to the extent of his tentacles in this community of ours and in the country. Not only business Orange Walk, business elsewhere. But we have to be mindful that the People's United Party right now is in cahoots, is working with Ashcroft. Very, very important point we have to understand. Ashcroft, I think Akala mentioned it earlier. Ashcroft, we have done so much, this government has done so much to get back BTL, to get back our utility companies, to do away with that Ashcroft control and manipulative grip on this country. So much has been done to extract him out of Belize, right? To a large extent. But Briceño embraced Ashcroft. They had a meeting with Ashcroft, just last week and a half, I think, or last week and a half. Ashcroft was here in this country. He never met with no UDP minister. He met with the PUP executive, ministers and representatives. And we have to understand, there's a lot at stake here. It's all about power and greed, I listened to Johnny Briceño, an excerpt of his speech yesterday at the rally they had, right? And he spoke a lot of things. The rhetoric, same rhetoric that he always speaks upon, and if you watch and listen, we have to really analyze these things, and he talks about corruption on his speech. He talked about greed, cronyism. He spoke about incompetence. And all the things that he has spoken about, that like if he spit in the sky and it drop off on his head. Because he is the epitome. He represents all of that throughout his term, throughout his life in terms of political career. He was the deputy prime minister of this country at one time. Second in this nation, and at times, many times, he held over as the prime minister. And he was there, part and parcel, with Ralph Fonseca, with Said Musa, and with many others there in the PUP, who are still there today, trying to get back into office. He spoke about all of these things. Who everybody know in this country, at least maybe the younger generation that are coming up, about the PUP corruption. Everybody knows that that is embedded in our history of this nation, about the worst corrupt era ever by the PUP. And the sad thing about this thing is that the PUP have not changed. All the main players are still there asking people to support them. And when you talk about corruption, greed, cronyism, incompetence, etc., we need to talk about your own party. And I can't understand how the public could look at Johnny Briceño and believe that what he speaks about when he was part and parcel. How you think he gets speed net? How he gets speed net? Well, the whole foundation. Just look at who his father was. Everybody know what happened to his father. Right? Serve time for drug trafficking. These are the foundations, and yet they talk, and then when you look and tie that up with the Ashcroft connection, we have to be real, There's serious things are happening out there. I don't know if the Belizean public wants to go back into that time where we nearly bring this country down to its knees when the PUP did that. I don't think we want to go back there. I was a young person, and all these things were transpiring, I don't think anybody wants to go back there, much less do we want to put our future of the young people back to where it was then time. We can't. And I will tell you, we have to be real. Look at the parade yesterday. You know how much money to move people?
Sugar City Morning Show, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. You're on the air.
Morning, Mr. Rabon. You got 2 years, you don't got gas station, and you don't even want to be a factory.
Aye. You see, I mean, even a comment on that. We have, I think we already discussed that this morning.
You see, let me just say something to the caller. Caller, thank you for calling. You see, caller, we of the UDP want to help people like you. Because if you listen to your party and your party let you think about that and not to give people jobs. Our people need jobs, my brother. My brother, you have to vote for the UDP. Stop thinking this old-fashioned thing when the people tell you what to do. Make we take this call. Sugar City Morning Show, good morning.
Good morning, Primo.
Morning.
Primo. No, Primo, Sister Agora. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
Morning, Negrito. Morning.
Morning, Pass.
Latest.
Tell me.
Okay. Johnny get back up on Nigerian. And up got the millions and millions. She's the nephew and the Minister of Natural Resources in Nigeria. That's the latest right now.
Yeah.
And this barrier go hard right now. That he finals the wrong party. When Joe Briseño was the chairman in the association and the Cape Farmers, that man carried that association bankrupt. He helped a lot of Cape Farmers when they're in the United States gone and left the Cape Farmers Association bankrupt. That's Johnny Park. He made a run the show when he was the chairman of the Association of the Cape Farmers. Él era el que le dio prestado y regalado dinero a bastante gente que está en los Estados Unidos. Eso es lo que quiero que Janice oiga de mi boca mío. ¿A quién, cuántos gente él ayudó y les regaló dinero? Por eso que los cañeros estamos en bancarrota en la asociación cañera en el tiempo de Joe Briseño.
Yeah.
Y esa persona que era Joe Briseño es mucho más corrupto. Él era, gracias a que Dios, rest in peace, él era su advisor político de Joe Briseño. Que diga yo hace Johnny y lo que diga Johnny hace Kevin Bernard. La gente de aquí que vivimos en Louisiana y aquí en Orange que hizo Kevin Bernard envenenó todos nuestros perros que eran nuestros watchmen de nuestras yardas. La gente de Orange no se va a olvidar cuando Kevin cada año manda, porque es celoso, porque él le dice Chihuahua. Él anda envenenando los perros, primo. That's no good, that's no good. La gente de Jack no se va a olvidar que Kevin es un asesino de perros. Anda matando a los perros que cuidan nuestras yardas. The people who will see 7 March come. We are voting out. Together as one. Yo quiero que la gente de Orange y todo el país, especialmente San Pedro, porque Jani es una persona que puso y está poniendo ahorita que corra a su hijo de Filogón Pérez como alcalde en San Pedro. Los sanpedranos, primos, nosotros somos strong. Sanpedranos, nosotros, we don't want Orange rule and represent San Pedro. Andrew, go home. Orange, your district, go home. You don't have nothing for doing in San Pedro as mayor. La gente de San Pedro, pasó su uso, everybody, we have united as one, together as one. Yo le pido a PUP, UDP, we have to unite together as one. Let's move forward. Un pueblo unido jamás será vencido. Johnny Briseño está en poder más de 38 años. En Orange Central nada ha hecho, nada, zero. Yo quiero que ustedes comiencen, que traigan a Emmanuel y que Emmanuel camine en las calles y que diga a dónde está Emmanuel. Y Emmanuel les va a mostrar las calles en Cinderella, en Louisiana, en todo Orange, como en mal condición, en 6 años, no públicas, nada. Jané hace millones y millones de dólares de Smart, como Cuora. Él es dueño de The Smart con Ashcraft. Hace millones y millones de dólares cada año y él le pone $1 million en Orange Rock. Él tiene radio station, tiene gas station, tiene cable station, tiene de todo. Y él todavía tiene unos cuantos cañeros que compran caña en sus moreos y él les da un 10% y ese dinero va al banco para él. Eso es lo que es Janet. Él es monopolista. 35 años yo quiero que la gente de Orange Rock y todo el país sepa que Janet is no good for leadership. For this will be done March 7th. Yo quiero que POP y UDP will march together as well, move this talk forward and the country of Belize forward. Janet is no good for a prime minister. Make we give him the message this March. Kevin, I know you may watch close or not, and that's why I never return to the radio station, because you always got envious with me, right? And you know that who they talk, Kevin, and the people who work for the top board, I mean, for the top, who work for the top board, they get enough for you, because you have upstairs more than 30 people who work on the air conditioners. Y ellos consiguen más de $800,000 a la semana. Y el que trabaja bajo del sol, de la lluvia y el frío, consigue un miserable $250 a la semana, which the clean fuito y recoge la basura. Kevin, enough is enough. You gotta go. And you see people who work there on board, they will take you, the hard-working Belizean like we, will get you out of this place. Because when it comes to the maestra, she teach. Joshua work for Satur, for Janet, for Belize City. Matbu work for Satur. Everybody will work in a town council, elected to represent we, they work for Janet Briseño. Right?
That's right.
And the people, a lot of Orangeanos and the whole entire country of Belize know that the town council was being elected to serve the people, not to serve Janet Briseño, to serve the people. Ellos están allá para servir a la gente de Belize, especialmente de Orange Rock, no Janet Briseño. Kevin Bernard, él estudió de Orange Rock 6 years, no ha hecho nada para Orange Rock. El parque, sí. El international, el highway, es sí. Todo lo que se ha hecho en Orange Rock, gracias a Dios, que es el gobierno UDP que ha hecho Orange Rock que se mire como está ahorita presente Orange Rock, right? Ahorita Janet tiene un cuate de Nigeria que está financing y yo lo tengo, lo dice Ricardo, lo tengo en el video a donde Rick Vogel y el Nigerian estaban organizando todo esto payasada de llevar a la gente y la gente enfrente de Rick Vogel aquí enfrente de mi casa, la gente está llorando que les llevaron y la rúa piden. Rick cerró su puerta y se subió arriba. They're very disappointed with the turnover and the people went down the Belize. Y es como dijo Rick Vogel, this is child, but this is the most strong, Janet. You see, we're strong. And this I never saw. Because the most strong at all, the people that know that it's the wrong party. Right, people? Oh, I see the car because I'm very disappointed with Kevin Bernard. He has not proven himself for 6 years. Él ha mostrado que él es capacitado para gobernar este pueblo.
Thank you, Primo. Thank you.
Thank you, Primo. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you for calling.
March 7th, UDP, we have to unite together as one, move forward to victory with the unity and development and progress. And UDP significa people under pressure. UDP signified united development and progress. United we stand together as well. Let's move this country forward under the UDP. Vai darse PUP jamás puede entrar en poder. Vai dar Don Gabino Novelo, rest in peace. I was a PUP, primo. Yeah. I was a PUP, but I open my eye and I see the PUP is not the good party for me. Right? Y bastante de mi juventud mío que fueron a la escuela conmigo, they're together with me. So we are sure of this march. We don't want to take the money because we all say my plan. I got alone with the UDP because this is the right party. Every time we, the UDP, we take over the country, progress happen. When Saibusa, 10 years, then Medina power, all the ministers and the millionaires, all of them, so they all want the PUP to do and criticize. That is what they good for. But then ellos miran solo hasta la punta de su nariz. Ellos no miran el pasado. ¿Qué dicen? Make we forget the past. We can't forget the past. That's super bomb. That are billions of dollars which ellos lo gozaron. Y la gente de Belice, ellos lo saben. PUP y UDP lo saben. Por eso les digo, PUP y UDP, make we unite together as one. I want to go to public meeting, man, because I'm good for that, because I'm blame. I don't criticize, I give them reality, the facts. When it happened, but for this part, you know, I want to make invite me, man. I want to go
yes, man. Sure.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Have a blessed day.
All right.
Together as one, united as one.
Sure, man.
Unido del pueblo. Jamás será vencido. Hay que salir unido con el Partido Unido Democrático. That's the party.
Gracias, gracias.
Corazón, primo.
Thank you. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
All of them. Thank you.
All right.
I want to take much
Yeah.
of the time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
sure. Okay, bye.
Okay.
The caller said a lot.
Yes.
A lot. And this is that was the point we were discussing before he called. We have to understand the control that Briseño has over this community. Like it or not, it is there.
Yeah.
And the alliances he has in terms of Ashraf and all the other people within the allege, I mean, that's all serious things, you know. We have to move this town forward. And how you move that? By putting in the right people, the people who think for themselves, the people who want to see good governance, people who want to move our community forward. And right now, the only party we could do that right now, and the only team in Orange Walk is the UDP 7 team right now. We have to be real, Ruben. And I always tell people, think for it yourself. Look at it. Right now, for 6 years, the PUP has been there. You know, sitting councillors, no way. Only election time, they come around and figure that the public can just give them the support. Well, but they have gotten 2 terms right now, and where are we?
But you see,
they bring up some projects, like I said, Kevin Bernard bring up projects. This is what we are doing at Union Field. 6 years you've had, and you not do nothing. Now you are paint one picture when you know financially you don't have it. And the sad thing about this thing, if you put them there, they have to try find some money. And how will they do that? By raising business tax, by raising other things, and who will end up to pay for that? They're not the business people. It is every person in this town that will have to shin up and pay for that. You know, because the businessman not take that on. All the deals he's making in terms of taxes, you pay advance, you get one discount at 25%, etc. That is not good for this town. What will happen when in 2 years come or the year come and the businessman say, well, I don't pay in advance, so I know the pay. You will be strapped for cash. Then, but you don't have one way for move forward. And I ask the general public to understand these issues. This is the truth. These are the realities that we bring to you. Because at the end of the day, you must be informed. And only by being informed properly and you being objective and open and not a fanatic that whatever they show that you eat, you have to understand and analyze these things for yourself and look at where we are and where we want to go. And like I've always said, I know they have to defend the UDP and say that we're 100% good. There are issues, of course, in every party. But when you weigh and look at both of them, the difference and distinction is as clear as night today between the UDP and the PUP. The UDP is here for this country right now. They are the best political party right now. And we need to support the UDP. And if in Orange Walk Town we want to see that development right now, we have to vote for the UDP. It is common sense that we need to move forward. We want to see this progress for this community of ours. You know?
With that, Minister, we're going to take a short break and we'll be right back.
My name is Armando Adolfo Osser, better known as Chile. I was born here in Orange Walk Town. I am the sixth of 8 children from the union of Herman and Delfina Rosita Osser. My dad, who was known to everyone as Chile, worked at the Public Works Department for many years. I am proud to be one of the first graduating class of Technical High, after which I was employed at BL for 10 years. I am currently employed at Belcogen, where I have been for the past 10 years. I am married and have 3 lovely children. They are the most important thing in my life, and my fondest memories are those of my children growing up. I am active in my community. Therefore, I have decided to serve this town as a UDP councillor. I had a happy, normal, and exciting and adventurous childhood. You see, I believe that our children and their children can also enjoy an Orange Walk like the one I grew up in. This UDP team can make Orange Walk better for everyone. So on March 7th, come out and place your X on the red. Vote UDP 7.
We voted for Jesha, we voted for Jose, we voted for Derek, we voted for Armando, we voted for Yara, we voted for Evan. Vote UDP 7. Orange Walk, change for progress, change is coming. Break the grandpa, break the sister, break the brother.
These sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Chop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longaniza, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Chop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
6 cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the watchers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine, Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
We will build a better and more beautiful Orange Walk town.
A better Orange Walk for our children and our children's children.
An Orange Walk, where our residents can enjoy good and clean streets, drains, and parks.
An Orange Walk where tourism will complement our sugar industry.
An Orange Walk that will provide more job opportunities for its residents.
A developed Orange Walk that will be the pride of all Northenians.
For real development and the Orange Walk we all wish to see, your UDP 7 is here to make that change for progress.
Punta Gorda Town now has a modern multi-purpose sporting facility thanks to the government of Belize. The brand new complex is double the size of the prior venue, and some of the features include a FIBA certified wooden court with padding underneath, seating capacity for 1,000, changing rooms, locker rooms, and offices. This $3.4 million investment in the town of Punta Gorda is being heralded by the residents of PG.
I feel very excited because this is first time a port like this is built in PG.
This is a big achievement for the town because we have a lot of the youths there where they come out and want to play ball the same way. And this just a put up on another level.
A lot of youths can't even wait to play on the new court because it's so official and it's something new to PG, in a whole.
I have to thank the government of Belize because then they look out for PG,
The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. We are live on Nortevision Channel 10 and on Universal Radio 88.5, Sugar City Radio 103.1 FM, and joining us, the newest radio in Sugar City, 103.9 FM, East Radio Station. We are talking to the Honorable Elodio Aragon Jr. and Dr. Homero Novello when it's 8:49. Gentlemen, we have been listening to the callers giving evidence and facts of what they see in the community. Now, when we look at the translation of the development of Orange Walk, clearly one of the points that the caller made is that when you vote for a council, you vote for a council to work for the people.
That's right.
But upon examination, when you look at the PUP council and the PUP council candidates, the councillors, the elected PUP councillors, work at Johnny Briseño's business. So while they are working for Johnny Briseño's business, they are working for Johnny. So you can see clearly where they have no interest to work for the people. If they are going to work for Johnny and Johnny does not work for the people, then you have a bunch of people not working for nobody except for themselves.
But they're collecting those.
No, if we want to move Orange Walk forward, if we want jobs, if we want to bring industry like the one you're saying that they employ 150 to 200 people, that's for creating jobs for people, and that is what we need in Orange Walk. So if you want a council that will work for the people and not for the string from Johnny go down all the way to a business, because that is what the caller says, you're working there and whatnot. And my good friend Minelio, he sit down there and he'll issue and he talk, but he must admit in his heart that my good friend Minelio, he would like to tell the people that the best part is UDP. When he came to this country and he was nationalized by the UDP. He can speak that only because he works and has a job, he cannot take what he feels in his heart. But I'm sure that he will vote for the UDP 7.
But then
so that we must hit the nail on the head. If you want a council to work for the people, we must vote for the working team under Philip de la Fuente.
Yeah, but Ruben, we need to take this one step higher. See. What happens, Orangewakeños need to wake up. And I tell you what, you need not open your eyes, you need to really have a wake-up call. If you have seen what has happened in the past, maybe you were oblivious to it, but the Briseño family, Johnny Briseño, manipulates Central. And that is why all these people, no matter what, they don't fix their streets, they don't fix nothing. And he doesn't have to do nothing in Central, and people vote for him. Why? He manipulates them. He manipulates the town council. These people have no heart for Orange Walk, but everything is diverted. The attention is diverted to Johnny Briseño's companies. You have Smart, Speednet, you have the Centur company, you have even the Orange Juice Brigade company. No. All these things, listen, he employs these people and tells them, listen, you know what, if you work for me, listen, you have to be with me. So what happens? You can't think. You can't be yourself. Everything is, you go according to what they say, their plan. So Orangewakeños, let's break this chain of slavery. This man has enslaved us. Our mentality is his. We cannot afford to continue this way. I mean, we need to have that real wake-up call and see that these people, he invests in the town council to continue manipulating the town, continue manipulating the district, the people, the workers. We can't have continue to have this. I mean, let's wake up, and we should have awakened a long time ago. But reality has come to touch on our doorstep. And this time, we need to show the Orange Walk people that, hey, there is an alternative. And the alternative is March 7th and beyond. The Briceño family, this is what. Papa was a minister. Uncle was a minister. The son was a minister. What is this? Dynasty? I mean, Jesus, this thing, and then this last one, he, with all his companies, has done it more beautiful. You work for me, you have to be PUP.
Yeah.
You cannot get out of that, man.
And you know, Novello, like I've always said, you know, if people would have listened to him yesterday, I think Channel 7, well, you know, they are PUP right now, they are pro-PUP. And they aired, I think they transmitted it live. You know, the parade out there, people tell me, Mr. Aragon, they had a good-sized crowd. I look at it, and when you compare that nationally, in terms of the numbers, they never have one big group. You know, people say, well, I know last time they were calling, they bring the tsunami, well, no tsunami reached, only one wave.
It was a fake.
But we have to understand this, you know, this is countrywide, and of course, when you have one crowd, you bring people from all over, and I'll tell you, he had difficulty bringing, taking people out to that event, and I will tell you, people who listen to his speech, he talks the usual rhetoric stuff, the usual stuff where he talk about corruption, greed, you know, talk about cronyism, etc. If you listen to his speech, my brother, he has nothing to offer this country. And all that he speaks about, he is a master of. You know, he talk about corruption. Everybody know the foundation of his family. You know, everybody know how he was part and parcel of the worst corrupt era in this country's history. You know, you talk about smart. How he get for one smart? Huh? When you have SpeedNet was the first company, but that was etched in a secret accommodation agreement in terms of BTL, and he say he don't know about that. Come on, right? He's not being honest. And when you look at everything in terms of what he's doing, that's about greed. You talk about cronyism. You talk about incompetence. Everything that he speaks about reflects on him and his PUP party. You know, and you know what he talked to? He mentioned that the UDP don't know for govern, or doesn't know how to manage. Listen, the UDP has done well for this country, and that is why it has been elected time and time again, and that is why it will continue to be elected. I like listening to him because sometimes he speaks of things, and you don't know, he speaks about the economy. He don't have no grasp of the economy. He only know about what he does in Orange Walk and how he controls and manipulates this tongue of ours. And he also mentioned about crime and violence. Well, my brother, up to today, I know on the last house meeting we had, I told him, if you have any ideas, I would love to see it. Put it, pen it, not talk this thing, because talk is cheap. Put it on writing and send it to us. He is not up to today. You know, send one idea, you know, send one written thing in terms of this is his ideas to fight crime. So his talk about crime and violence, he only uses that because of his political interests and his purposes and objectives for the PUP part. They're not serious, they're not real.
Sugar City Morning Show, good morning.
Right? So there's a lot of things, and I'll tell you, the mere fact you have a town council right now who is giving away licenses, free licenses, foregoing tickets, you know, traffic tickets, offenses that they don't issue, and he may forgive that. You know, they worry about this town. He's doing this for political gain. All they want to do is to win again. But the reality is, and I always say, for the next 3 years, the PUP cannot take us further. What they could have done, they have done, and that is it. They can't move us forward as a town. All those projects, and I have to repeat it because people have to understand. The Union Tongue Lee project, when I say we have fixed up Union Tongue park area. And my brother, you had 6 years, you never do it, you not do it. You can't do it, you don't have the money. You have tied up this town council for the next 12 to 15 years. How you say you find money for do that? You can't. The only way we can see those projects in this town, and it has been proven before in the past, Petro Carib Road, all that beautiful highway that we drive through our beloved Orange Walk, looking at the park, looking at the market, looking at all the big projects that have been done in this town, all the new developments that will come in terms of the investment in Louisiana, the 1.4 million in Louisiana, 1.3 the technical, the new high school in Orange Walk East for the first time ever. When you look at the police stations, all of that is coming from where? Not from the town council, coming from central government. So we are seeing these things, but greater things can come and will only come with a UDP 7 team in our municipality. And I ask people, think about these things. Look at the manipulation by Gianni Briseño in this tongue of ours, man. Yeah. We have to wake up, we have to watch these things, and we have to say we will not stand for those things. Not in this time and era. I ask the young people who are growing up, people who maybe just complete 18 years, who might not have been around or informed about what the PUP had done to this country. I hope your parents talk to you, or you be open and read, do your research, find out to the extent of what the PUP did to our nation. We have to be, as a young people, we have to be open-minded, we have to be open and think for ourselves. And I will tell you, put it together. Look at the councillors running, both for UDP and PUP. Ask them who they work for. And then your answer comes to you. You are no. And these are the things we have to ask our young people, you know, because our young people in this country are the majority right now. And so we have to ensure that our young people are educated, are properly informed. That's why when I tell you about the power of a radio station, it is because, and why I'm so interested in a radio station, because we need to empower our people with the right information. No misinformation, no lies, but rather give them the information that is proper so that they could make an informed decision. And when you do that, that is true empowerment of a people, you know, so that people could then make their a proper decision based on facts and not based on political propaganda. And that is the way we have to go right now.
Well, Minister, thank you very much. Omero, time flies. It's 9 o'clock already.
9 already?
Yes.
Yes. You know, the last thing I would like to mention, Ruben, is that we wouldn't want to get back to the times when, you know, Johnny was Deputy Prime Minister for 10 years and all the scandals that broke out within the PUP. Listen, the inquiry into DFC, they ran DFC bankrupt. The DFC is the bank of the poor. They ran Social Security, you know, they nabbed Social Security, did everything that they had. I remember the inquiry into Social Security, and Monchi Cervantes said, I don't recall, I don't remember. He was the accountant, and who he was, Gianni Briseño. Why is it that Monchi can't be, he was the treasurer of the People's United Party. He was dumped out by Johnny. Huh? And then you can't find Monchi in a store. So where Monchi worked, he worked at the quarry. You know what that means? But anyhow, these are the people that are with Johnny, all manipulated, all tied up, enslaved. They can't think for themselves. They have to think according to the line. They have to toe the Johnny line project. And so we don't want this again, Orange Kenyans. We don't want this. We're tired of this. We want people, and then, you know, so much intelligent Orange Kenyans are coming out of our schools, of our universities, of our sixth forms, that, man, they are intelligent, bright ideas and all these things, to come to work to a company or live in a town where everything is manipulated. I mean, Orange has to do better than this, Minister.
Yeah, definitely. Ruben will make us some parting shots. I guess we're closing now, but I just want to say that I think today we had a very good discussion. We had some very good callers calling in and putting some salient points out there for the people of Orange Walk. And I'll tell you that this election is coming. It's drawing every day ever so closer to the March 7th, where we have to go to the polls as Belizeans, as Orange Kenyans, and make a decision. And that decision that day will basically mark our future for the next 3 years in our municipality. And we might say 3 years and all that, but it adds up. Everything adds up. It's been 6 years now that we have the PUP there. 6 years. And the reality is, if we want to move forward in this town right now, we need the UDP 7. I ask everybody, think on all the things we have discussed, everything that you have heard. Don't buy into the PUP propaganda. You know, they will do and say anything to win your vote, because they don't care about less. This is a Kevin last strive right now. And therefore, they will sell your dreams. They will bring up the projects like Union Town. Look what a nice design. This is what we are doing. Reality is, let us be real. Can they do it? No. They cannot do it because they don't have money for do it, period. They owe money. For the next 12 to 15 years, half of their subvention is gone, disappeared. So they can't make nothing. And if they have to do anything, they have to raise taxes. And if they raise taxes, whether it be business tax or garbage tax, whatever they do, will come down for you and me to pay. The ordinary John Joe out there will have to find that money. It affects the greatest amount of us. The greatest poor people will have to suffer to pay for that. I ask the people, listen to everything. Look at it. Understand the greater dynamics that are at play here. It's not about the lead town councillors. You talk about manipulation of Johnny Briceño here in Orange Walk. That's serious business. The affiliation he has in terms of Ashcroft and others out there are some serious things, implications for this country. We have to be aware of all these things. We have to understand that. And by understanding that and being open and looking at the correct information, not the propaganda from the PUP, which for years they have misinformed and blatant lies out there that they have said, we have to do away with that. We have to now, March 7th, we have that opportunity to make a salient and a loud decision. And that decision comes in the form of your pen when you go to that ballot box and you push in that ballot that you have signed for the UDP 7. By doing that, you are empowering our community, because the UDP 7 team is a solid team coming from all walks of people who represent all walks of work, all walks of our community, as opposed to the PUP 7, which only represent the Johnny Briceño and the PUP interests, personal interests. I am asking everybody, let us unite, come forward. Huh? And this, like you know, JFK couldn't have said it any better, you know, way back then. You know, not look at what this country can do for you, but look at what you can do for your country, right? And at this point in time, when you go to the polls, that is the most important and powerful moment you as a citizen have, is in putting that X. And the decision has to be made correctly, has to be made well informed. And I tell you now, if you look at all the factors that have been discussed and many more that are out there, you will find out that the best decision we can make for our community at this point in time is that for the UDP 17. Let us do it. Let us move forward and bring progress to this community of ours. And I will tell you, young dynamic leaders is what this country needs, what Orange Walk needs right now. And I am confident that together, working in tandem with the United Democratic Party and the government right now, we are bringing that kind of progress where Orange Walk deserves, right? Because we are the second biggest district within this country. Next, well, maybe second or third. I don't know where we stand with Kayo, but we are very close to them. But yet we don't get that kind of development. I want to see that development, because long after I get out of politics, I could sit back and say, I am proud that our UDP has done this for our community, and that this town is far, far more advanced in terms of projects, etc. But the only could be with the UDP. All right, and with that, Ruben, that is my shot. Let us think about it as time draws there. And again, I want to close by just inviting everybody, all UDPs from our municipality, come out here for nomination day on the 21st, next week, Wednesday, and let us meet up at 1 p.m. in front of the East Office on Liberty Avenue, where we gather to march to victory and take our UDP 7 team to the Treasury Building, where they will be nominated to be the official candidates for the UDP 7 team in Orange Walk. And I'll tell you, that will be a momentous day, because it is where we nominate the winning team and the team that will bring the progress to Orange Walk, you know.
On that note, Doctor, thank you very much for your participation. Minister, thank you for being here. We want to thank Robert Chekiosha, Rahim Wagner, Maurice Kokom, and Nortevision, and Universal Radio, Sugar Radio, and East Radio for carrying live this program. And the message was clear today. Vote UDP 7 down the line on March 7th. On that note, have a wonderful day, and if God so wills, we'll see you tomorrow.
Good job, man.